good evening. I hope you've had a wonderful day, and this little flow is for you to cool down and just to get ready for your evening. So we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. So knees will go wide, hips will sink back onto your heels, arms will reach long, and forehead will come to the mat. Your hips are sinking down towards the mat when you're in this pose, really feeling that stretch in the insides of your hips. I want you just to become aware of your breath throughout the day, what it's felt like, what it's been like. Just become aware of it, where it's at. And just focus on your breath while you're in this child's pose. Now that you've become a little bit more aware of your breath, start to deepen your inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale. Make these as audible as you want. Maybe you've had a long day. Maybe you just need to let out some big inhales and exhales. Inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Now on your next inhale, I want you to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, really feeling that stretch in your side body, focusing on taking your breath into that left side body and traveling down to that left hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Walk your hands to center of the mat. And exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of your mat now. Focusing on bringing that the breath traveling down the right side of your body to the right hip. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Two more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bring your hands back to center. And exhale. Go ahead and shift up, raising the chest and coming into tabletop. And then we're just going to come into some cat-cows here. So inhale, dropping the belly, chest towards the sky, looking up. And exhale, pushing out through the shoulders, arching the back, or rounding the back. Maybe doing some light twists here. Inhale, arch the back, send the tailbone high and the chest high. And exhale, round the back. A few more here. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Cat. And exhale into cow. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And exhale, stay here. Inhale, bring your left foot in between your hands into a low runner's lunge. And I want you to heel toe your foot out to the side of the mat. We're gonna come into lizard pose, supported lizard pose. So toes are pointing out to a 45-degree angle. We're rolling onto the outside of the hip and sinking low, really opening up that right hip. Maybe you stay here on your hands. Maybe you come onto your elbows Maybe you put blocks under your elbows. Wherever you're at is good and is enough. Blocks do not equate to your self-worth. So if you need a block, use a block. I'm gonna use a block. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, push up, plant your hands, and come back into that low runner's lunge. Heel toeing your feet in between your hands. And then we're just gonna push back into that half splits. Feeling a nice stretch in the back, the posterior chain of your right leg. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach your spine long, long, strong spine. And exhale, maybe you fold over a little bit deeper. Two more here. Inhale, long, strong spine. And exhale, maybe you sink a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, plant that left foot, or plant that left hand, and just open up to the right. We're opening up to that right leg that's out in front, reaching up to the sky, feeling a stretch in the outside of our hips. Inhale and exhale. Two more breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Bring that hand back down to the ground. Shift forward into that low runner's lunge, and then come back to tabletop. We'll do our left side now. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, that left leg in between your hands, sinking into that low runner's lunge. And then we're gonna heel to that foot out, coming into lizard pose. Toes are shifted out to a 45-degree angle, and we're gonna shift on to the outside of that foot. Again, you can use your blocks here. I'm going to, or you can lower all the way down to the ground, or you can stay on your hands. We'll be here for about 5 breaths, really letting the body sink into the pose, opening up that hip. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, come back onto your hands. Heel toe your foot in between your hands. And shift forward on shift back on an exhale into that half splits. Inhale, long, strong spine. And exhale, maybe you fold over. Again, inhale to that long, strong spine. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bend, or fold over a little bit more. One more time here. Inhale. Exhale, option to fold. Inhale to that, back to that long, strong spine. Exhale, plant your right hand now and open up towards your left leg. Feeling that stretch on the outside of the hip, the outside of the thigh, maybe down into the calf. Whatever you're feeling, we're breathing into that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. Bringing your hand back down to the ground, shifting forward into that low runner's lunge, and then back into tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes, and exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. You can pedal out here, find a little bit of movement, whatever feels good to you. Maybe stillness feels good, whatever feels good, go with that. Now I want you to find stillness in your downward facing dog. And now we're going to shift our right foot just 45 degrees and bend the left leg a lot. So we're still in downward facing dog, but we're really focusing on this stretch in the outside of our right hip. Our toes are facing the outside of the mat on the right, and our hips are, with every exhale, shifting higher, just being pulled up to the sky. Inhale, exhale. If you're a runner, this is really good for you. It's really hurting right now, probably. It is for me. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, and exhale. Come back to downward facing dog. Now we're going to go to the left leg, so we're going to pivot those left toes out to the side, just at 45 degrees, and bend that right leg a lot. Sending our hips high, really feeling like a string is pulling our hips up to the sky. And each inhale, a little bit higher, exhale, shift back into our downward facing dog. Inhale, just 2 more breaths here. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Inhale, I want you to shift forward into plank. Lower your knees, lower all the way down to the ground. And then I want you to just keep your hands where they are, bring them a little bit forward, take them up. We're gonna come into 3 cobras. So inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower back down. Inhale to cobra, and exhale, lower back down. One more time, inhale to cobra, and exhale, lower back down. Inhale, bring your hands forward. We're coming into Sphinx pose. So our hands are forward, they're planted, they're parallel with our elbows. And we're just pulling back. Think of like pulling your mat back with your hands. It's like it's sliding back. We're really feeling that arch through the back, like cat or like cow. We're just breathing here, doing the opposite of what we can do all day, which is round our back when we're sitting. We're just really trying to focus on doing the opposite right now. So inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, maybe reach up, look up to the sky. And exhale, plant your hands underneath your shoulders, push up to supported plank, tuck your toes, and send your hips high into downward facing dog. Now we're going to look forward in between our hands on an inhale, and exhale, bend our knees and step forward all the way to the front of our mat. Sit here for a second, maybe grabbing opposite elbows and swaying side to side. Maybe finding stillness, whatever works for you right now. But we're breathing wherever we're at. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, plant your hands to the ground, so big bend in your knees. And then I want you to heel toe your feet out to the outside of your mat, almost the outside of your mat. And we're gonna sink low into Malasana Yogi Squat. So I'm gonna shift towards you so you can see. So my toes are pointing out a little bit, and my heels are shifted in a little bit. And I'm just sinking into this pose. Whoa, about fell back. My elbows are pushing out against my knees. I'm really feeling this stretch in my groin and in the outside of my hips. My chest is long and strong, opening up my heart, feeling a little bit of engagement in between on my back. Could not think of that word for a second. So inhale, one more breath here. And exhale, plant your hands, go up to a forward fold and heel toe back to forward fold. Feet underneath hips. Inhale, long, strong spine to half lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, refold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, refold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, pause here at hands at heart center. Being thankful for your body, for taking it everywhere you went today, for all that you did. Thank you, body, for all that you do for us. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, refold. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale, plant your hands and step back to a plank position. Inhale, lower your knees. And exhale, all the way down to the ground. Inhale to cobra, pushing up, looking up. And exhale, refolding all the way down to the ground. Inhale, push up to supported plank, tuck your toes, and exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale your right leg up to the sky, and exhale, bring your knee to your nose, and pause here. I want you to kick your leg out to the side. We're not opening up. We're gonna shift back like we're going into downward facing dog, really feeling that stretch in the outside of our right leg right now. We're flexing our toes to our nose to maybe intensify the stretch, really focusing on sending our hips up and back. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale your knee to your nose, and exhale, step through to warrior 2. Inhale, we're going to engage our back leg, our left leg, and exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we're going to straighten through our front leg and shift all the way forward, reaching, 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 reaching. 1 more reach. And exhale, coming in to triangle pose. Really intense stretch right here on the inside of our hips and the inside of our thigh. Maybe you bring a block right here. Really great option to bring a block right here. Just focusing on opening up, sending our hips up and back. Every exhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Rebend that front knee. Open up to warrior 2 again. Inhale here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Frame your front foot. And come back into plank pose. We're going to lower our knees. Inhale. And exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Coming into cobra again, pushing up. Really feeling that in the low back. And exhale, refold. Inhale, push up to supported plank. Tuck your toes. And exhale, push back to downward facing dog. All right, last part of the flow. We're going to reach our left leg high into the sky with an inhale. And exhale, bring our knee to our nose. Inhale, kick the leg out to the side and send your hips up and back. Like we're in that downward facing dog, but really focusing on the stretch in the outside of the left leg. Toes are flexed towards our knee. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, knee to nose. And exhale, step through to warrior 2. I'm going to shift to the other side so you can see. So left leg out in front, right leg in the back. Toes are pointed out to the side of the back leg. We're sinking into the front heel. Arms are teed out to the side, or they're at heart center, wherever, whatever you need. Either way. Inhale and exhale, sink into that front knee just a little bit more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, straighten that front leg, send your hips back and reach all the way forward. Reach, 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 reach a little bit more, and then fold over into triangle pose. Again, if you need a block, grab that block, put it on the inside of your foot, and just open up to the side. Blocks are a great resource because it allows our body to slowly get into poses and feel safe enough to get into them. So if you have a block, use it. If you need a block, use it. They're a great resource for us. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to come up to warrior 2. 1 breath here. Inhale and exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Come back to that plank position. Lower the knees and exhale all the way down to the ground. Inhale to cobra. Last time here. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, push up to supported plank. And exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, look between your hands. And exhale, bend your knees, step all the way forward to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. And now we're going to sink all the way back onto our heels and onto our glutes. And just hold behind our thighs and lower all the way down to the ground. Keep your knees bent, hip width distance apart. And we're going to inhale our right ankle onto our left knee. This is going to help open up our hips even more. Really, if we've been sitting down a lot, this is great for our hips to open them up. Do the opposite of closing. Do the opposite of the internal rotation, doing the external rotation. And maybe you stay here, or maybe you bring your knee into your chest and you help push away that knee with the left or with the right elbow. Cannot get my lefts and rights down today. Inhale and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to the, come back to this. Inhale that knee into your chest. And exhale, place that left ankle onto that right knee. Maybe you stay here, maybe that feels good. Or maybe you pull in your legs to your chest, pushing away that left knee with that left elbow. Really feeling that stretching the outside of the hip. This one's really tight for me. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Come back. Pulling your knees into your chest. And you can take whatever movement now before we get into our final resting pose. Whether that's a happy baby, grabbing onto the outside of the heels of the feet, pulling them down with your biceps. Or maybe that's a reclined butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together and just reclining. Inhale wherever you're at, and exhale wherever you're at. Inhale and exhale. And wherever you're at, we're going to inhale, bring our knees into our chest, fold our arms over our shins, rise up, making a little ball, squeezing, 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 and exhale, release long into your final resting pose. We'll just be here for a few breaths, really just solidifying everything that we've learned, everything that we've learned about ourselves, about our practice, about our bodies during this time. Thanking our body for today, for what it's taken us through, and for all that it's done for us. Use this time to focus on that and focus on your breath. Just to bring your body to a place of calmness and ease. Inhale together and exhale. Shavasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to bring your knees into your chest. And exhale to roll onto your right side, letting your right arm go long, resting your head on your bicep. Feeling your hips get heavy into the mat. Breathing softly here. Plant your hands and push up into a seated position, keeping your eyes closed and coming to a seated position. Rest your hands on your knees, coming to a seated meditation. Finding peace with who we are, being at peace with the imperfect and the perfect, being at peace with where our bodies are and where they're not, being at peace with where they are and where they're going. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for winding down, and thank you for doing something wonderful for your body. Fold your hands into your chest. We bow forward. Namaste.
Thank you for practicing with me tonight or whatever time you're doing this. Thank you for adding some movement into your day. And thank you for being patient with me and with yourselves. Namaste.